Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Zubair. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Alhud, Center for Islamic Banking and Economics, who are the organizer of this event. Basically, Alhud, Center of Islamic Banking and Economics, UAE, we are working for the development of Islamic banking and finance in Asia, Africa, Europe, and America. Every year we organize about similar 50 events in different countries. The purpose of these events to give some updated knowledge to different countries, especially in West African countries, East African countries, Central Asian countries. And we also provide advisory and consulting to set up Islamic banks, Islamic insurance companies, Sukuk, and as well as we help out to the government to issue the Islamic bond for the raising the bulk funding from the international market. I am sure in Tanzania, Sukuk would be a very good instrument for the government of Tanzania to raise international funding for the mega projects like development of the dams, airlines, seaports, highways, motorways. Sukuk would be the ideal instrument. If you see in UAE, Pakistan, Malaysia, Indonesia, and many other Muslim countries, or even non-Muslim countries, they issue the Sukuks. They raise the funding from international countries or the organizations, and they set up different type of infrastructure project in the country. So Tanzania have a very good future for Sukuk, and similarly, the new entities like Takaful are coming in this market, and by having the Takaful, the Islamic banking, Islamic finance, and other industries will be grow. And I'm very much optimistic that by having such type of events, the local market will understand the international product which we have in UAE, in Pakistan, and other advanced countries where Islamic banking have been worked from last 30 to 40 years.
Did you say you are operating in how many countries?
We have license in 7 countries, but our UAE-based company have a liaison companies or liaison offices in more than 11 countries. So we are working in Africa, we are working in Tanzania, Uganda, South Africa, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Senegal, and many other countries in Africa. And other than Africa, our headquarters is in UAE, and then we have a license in Pakistan, Uzbekistan, and as well as in Albania and Europe.
You talked about Islamic banking is growing in East Africa, and specifically Tanzania is more than like it has shown a big potential. Can you please elaborate on that? Because I didn't get to that. I need to get on that.
Yes.
Give us the statistics.
The total size of Islamic finance industry is $3.7 trillion. Yes. And right now, Islamic finance is in more than 120 countries. So you can find Islamic banking and finance in Asia, in Europe, in UK, in Germany, in Italy, in Turkey. You will find a lot of Islamic financial institutions. Only in America, there are 53 Islamic financial institutions. As per concern about Africa, Africa is emerging. As per your question, yes, in East Africa, you can find a very good Islamic banking and financial institution in your neighboring country, in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Ethiopia, and in this part of Africa, you can find Islamic financial institution, as well as in Sudan, in Mauritius, in Djibouti, and Somalia, Somaliland, and etc. So yes, Islamic finance is growing in East Africa, and definitely whatever else the new development in East African countries, Tanzania will have a unique positioning over there.
And can you compare Kenya and Uganda and other countries? How is the Tanzania? What's the position?
In Tanzania, Kenya is a bit earlier starter. If you see in the Kenya, they have 3 full-fledged Islamic banks. They have Gulf African Bank, they have Dubai Islamic Bank, they have First Community Bank. These are the 3 full-fledged Islamic banks. But in your country, in Tanzania, you have 1 full-fledged Islamic bank, which is Amana. Then yes. In Kenya, they already have experience for Sukuk since long. They have a Takaful company. They have Islamic microfinance institution. And by the way, in Kenya, the government support is very much high. If we see in the East African countries, that which country who have a very good support for the development of Islamic finance, I will recommend to the Kenya. So they are trying to have Islamic capital market product, Sukuk product. They have Takaful already, Sukuk, etc. Yes, after Kenya and East Africa, Tanzania, and Ethiopia. In Ethiopia, they also have full-fledged Islamic bank, 2 full-fledged Islamic bank working over there. 11 conventional bank have a Islamic banking window operation. They have a millions of clients over there. We are working in Ethiopian market. Yes, Ethiopia is another emerging African countries. In Uganda, the government of Uganda passed Islamic banking legislation by the parliament. That is the only country in East Africa, the Uganda, who passed Islamic banking law by the parliament. And now they are trying to have a regulations for Islamic banking. Yes, and Uganda is although right now in Uganda they do not have any Islamic bank, but at the government level they passed the Islamic banking regulations, and they are going for it. I believe that if Tanzania may be the member of Islamic Development Bank or OIC, then lot of foreign direct investment may come in this country in Islamic banking and finance industry. So if we see that the countries who are doing Islamic banking, they are attracting a lot of foreign direct investment. Many Islamic banks, for example, in Kenya, there is a one bank, Dubai Islamic Bank. They brought billions of Tanzanian shilling in Tanzania, the Kenyan market, set up a full-fledged Islamic bank and etc. So I believe by emerging of Islamic banking industry in this market, you will find a lot of new entities, you will find a lot of foreign direct investment, and you will generate a lot of opportunities for the employment for the beautiful people of Tanzania who will be the part of Islamic banking in future or very near future.
So what is it Tanzania should do? You mentioned about doing a lot of foreign investment.
Mm-hmm.
What should Tanzania specifically do to ensure that it has full-fledged in a number of full-fledged companies, like instead of just having Amana?
I think so. You people need regulations, Islamic banking regulations, which is the one missing component. Yes, recently TIRA, they issued a guideline for the Takaful, which is a very good thing. And the regulations, a bit components are missing. And then I think so at the government level, you should have some dedicated department who will coordinate with the different organizations like the Capital Market Authority, the Islam Stock Exchange, with the Bank of Tanzania, with the TIRA, with the pension fund, etc., and make a focus group within the government and to support each other efforts. TIRA will support to BOT to support to the Capital Market Authority support to the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange, etc. So a coordinated effort is required for the smooth development of Islamic finance in Tanzania.